Kingdom Come Deliverance is quite possibly the best RPG that I've played since, well, I guess since the last RPG that I played. There's been a lot of great RPGs lately. Anyway, when I started playing Kingdom Come, I had zero intention of comparing it to Skyrim. Because let's be honest, I compare everything to Skyrim. I'm sick of it. But as I was playing through this game, it became very apparent that that was gonna be impossible. Because this game is basically the anti-Skyrim. Literally everything that Skyrim is terrible at, Kingdom Come does amazingly. And everything that Skyrim is real good at, Kingdom Come does so badly. It's uncanny. But rather than focus on the good and the bad all in one video, I decided that today we would focus on only one of those. And if you know me, then you won't be surprised that the one I picked is, of course, the 5 things that Kingdom Come did better than Skyrim. Now honestly, I was expecting Kingdom Come Deliverance to be a pretty mediocre game, which is why I never did a video about it when it first came out. Also, I was super broke back then, so I mean that's probably the main reason. But one of the biggest things that I expected to be awful about this game was the combat. Sure, it looked really cool in the videos, but when has sword fighting ever been good in a first-person video game? Never. That's when. And if you say Skyrim, well I'm sorry, but you're wrong, because the combat in that is terrible. All you do is flail your weapon around like a lunatic until the guy's dead. It's stupid. At least in Oblivion, the combat feels a bit more complex, but then again, the swords do feel like balloons. So, as I said, it's always been bad. However, the age of terrible sword combat in the first-person RPG is over, because finally, we have a game that actually does it well. And that game is, well, Kingdom Come, of course. I mean, what'd you think I was gonna say? Sure, in the beginning, combat feels terrible, but as you progress and get better at it, you start to realize there's a lot of depth to it. Instead of attacking as fast and hard as possible, it's better to watch your opponent wait for the right moment. Because if you don't, they'll just beat you over the head like a Raggedy Ann. And if you start a fight with a guy who's better than you, then you might as well give up now because you're not getting away. In Skyrim, you can just turn tail and sprint out of there, no harm done. In Kingdom Come, if you try and do that, they'll just toss you to the ground and pummel you like a Raggedy Ann. Look, I beat up a lot of Raggedy Anns as a kid, okay? Leave me alone. Anyway, my point is that combat is actually complex and enjoyable, and I often find myself looking forward to facing my next foe in an attempt to prove my worth as a warrior. Ah, damn it! Wait, my last save was all the way back here. Shit! There is a very hot debate over whether Skyrim is an RPG. As a matter of fact, there's a hot debate over what an RPG even is. And I will tell you right now, it's not this. If you think that this is an RPG, then you are an idiot. I'm sorry if that hurts, but someone had to say it. As for whether Skyrim is or is not an RPG, I will tell you that it contains so few RPG elements that saying it isn't one would probably be an accurate statement. However, as I said, it does contain some, such as maybe one skill check in the entire game, and as maybe 2 times where your choices affect anything, and you have skills. So I guess that's better than nothing. However, Kingdom Come, on the other hand, is a full-blown RPG. You've got skills and skill checks and a pseudo-class system and branching conversations and, most importantly, choices that matter. Choices that have consequences. Because a game simply is not an RPG without choices that make a difference. And unlike in Skyrim, those choices are all over the place. From how you choose to complete a quest to something as simple as not showing up in time. Did you want to go sell your stuff before starting the next quest? Too late. The quest has moved on without you. And now everybody hates you. Did you want to win a prize for some lady at an archery contest? Well, since you suck at archery, you lost, and now you're screwed. I suppose you could just go steal the item, but you suck at that too, and now the lady hates you as well. And that's fantastic because a game that punishes you for making dumb choices is exactly what RPGs are all about.
The lad spoke well, considering what a soak he is.
Horse riding in Skyrim isn't very fun. For one, it feels really clunky, and it's really slow. And for 2, it's in fucking 3rd person. Why? I want to ride a horse in 1st person, like in Oblivion. Although to be fair, horse riding in that game sucked too. However, in Kingdom Come, it doesn't suck as much. Sure, there are a couple issues such as the camera isn't always where it should be and it doesn't control as smoothly as you might like, but overall it feels pretty good. For one, your horse actually runs at a decent pace, and for another, you feel pretty cool while doing it. But most importantly, it's all in 1st person, which is great, because if I'm playing a 1st person game, it should be in 1st person. Duh. One thing that I've always given Skyrim crap for is how quickly that game hands out titles and rewards. Oh, you've been playing for 5 minutes and have done literally nothing? Then you must be the greatest guy that ever lived. Congratulations, you are now the Thane, and here's your handmaiden, and a house, and also everybody loves you. It's disgusting. But in Kingdom Come, you have to earn everything. Do you want to be a hero? Well, screw you. You're just gonna get beat half to death instead. Do you want your own house? Well, how about first you save the entire kingdom, and we just give you a tiny room. And I will tell you what, when I finally got that tiny room, it was so satisfying because I worked hard to get that tiny room with nothing in it but a crappy bed and one chest. I deserved it. But it's not just about how hard it takes for you to earn stuff in Kingdom Come, but also how it is earned. Rather than being told how super great you are, instead the characters generally take a much more realistic approach, saying things like, "You did well," and "You're not as crap as I thought." And it's those subtle touches that make everything feel more believable. And honestly, isn't that what we really want at the end of the day? This last one isn't so much as something that Kingdom Come did better, but more of something that they chose not to do at all. And that would be crafting. God, do I hate crafting. If you like crafting, great, but personally the idea of spending my time to collect materials so I can then attempt to construct a slightly better weapon sounds really boring. Especially when the alternative could be me just spending just 5 seconds to buy something I like. And it's that alternative that Kingdom Come decided to go with. Sure, you are the son of a blacksmith, but why would you actually spend time making your own sword when you could just buy it? You know what I mean? However, even though Kingdom Come doesn't have crafting, it does have an equipment repair system where your stuff breaks down as it's being used. So if you didn't like that from Oblivion, then you're not gonna like this. Although honestly, I never really understood why people hated it so much. It really wasn't that obtrusive. Now crafting, that's obtrusive. Now if you think that because I've said all these things about how great Kingdom Come is, that means there are no downsides, then let me tell you, there are some downsides. However, I will have to save that for another day because this video is already long enough. And if you want to hear me complain about Skyrim some more, then feel free to check out my other videos. I will see you guys next week. Goodbye.